So you may say they are rented or whatever you want to say, but those are human beings that you be like, they are also living in that Nigeria. And you ask yourself, say, so far no data, yeah, people. Eh? It's a long question, long gone. But we will continue. Wait till Thiefnubu want to declare in Lagos. You know, something they want to do for the last time to show everybody that we say that Thiefnubu they control everywhere, say. Who them born, this and that. The only, just like that of Amaechi yesterday, right? In Lagos, they will block everywhere. They will, to show you that they will tell you they may tell you that 10 million people came for his declaration. They may tell you that 10 million votes already waiting for him. Blah, 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 blah. Just enjoy the picture. Just enjoy it. Do you understand? Because everything is already scripted. And I'll give you a hint. Let me give you one hint. The poverty in Nigeria right now, no be here. The struggle of millions of people to survive in Nigeria right now, no be here. And with the level of money that this APC, Egbekegbe, have stolen, Nigeria debt jumped from 13 trillion to over 35 trillion right now. Over 35 trillion naira. So that means they have a lot of money. These guys were printing money. Emefiole, Central Bank Governor of Nigeria, was printing money for these guys. I mean, like billions and billions, hundreds of billions. And people are poor. National grid collapsing. People can feed. It's terrible. And this time around, if you need 5,000, or let me say, if you need 1,000 people per street in anywhere in Nigeria right now, anywhere, they will ask you if you will pay them. They will come there. Even if they feel like they are going to be stampeded or killed or anything will happen. For the fact that you promise them that 1,000, 2,000 or 5,000 naira, they will mobilize for you. And to them, it is all for the gram. It's all for the picture. Look at that picture. Look at that crowd. Yeah, they support me. They love me. I participated once in political mobilization in Nigeria before I left Nigeria. And you probably know what I'm talking about. When you need the crowd, everybody is a party member. When PDP need crowd, they will use the same poor people. The same people APC will also give 1,000 naira to come to their rally. It's the same ball game. But the difference is this. The number is going to be more staggering. And as much as you would expect them to you expect that nobody should be in their rally. Nobody should be what is all this? People are not suffering enough. Now that poverty gone will always make their campaigns crowded like that. And if you ask me, it just simply tells you that the destruction of Nigeria is completed by these guys. The explosion of Nigeria is what everyone is just waiting for. They may tell you it's not going to happen. They may tell you God told them this or that. You believe them at your own peril. Go and check that up. I don't have anything against anybody other than they can be whatever they want to be in Nigeria. I just don't like people who always will probably use religion, tribe, and the rest of that to hoodwink you. Some of us have chosen something different, and we are glad to stand by it in faith as well as in all honesty and sincerity, because yes, something can come out of it. Something will come out of it. Than the annual ritual or every 4 years ritual. The ritual of let us try another people. Or maybe we should try it this way. Or let's try it the other way. You are done for. Go and look that up too. We don't want to be part of that, do we? No, we don't want to be part of that. But there is another person who says he's running too. You know, some of you may not know that the Central Bank of Nigeria, the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, is now a member of APC, Egbekegbe, something that has never been heard of. When you hold Nigeria Naira, you will see the signature of the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, which is Emefiele. Now, Emefiele is a member of APC, and he's not supposed to be a member of anything, any political party or whatever, or except maybe when he resigned, he's no longer working. But Central Bank Governor of Nigeria want to be president. Minister of Transport of Nigeria want to be president. Vice President of Nigeria want to be president. I don't know about others. The Minister of Justice of Nigeria want to be governor. And all of them are spending the money that they are stealing from the government that they are working for. They are not hiding it. They are the law. You know, when you say, oh, what about the law? No, they are the law. Now them be the law because they are above it. Therefore, the law is on their, it's under their feet. So they can do whatever they like. He said that's impossible. It will be impossible. Person where they don't go buy form for Central Bank governor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Benigna Ejimba, the Director of Communications, Emefiele Support Group, ESG. We noticed the statement issued by the PDP governors calling on Dr. Godwin Emefiele to resign following the fear of his entry into the presidential race. The statement alleges that Dr. Emefiele is involved in the campaigns for his presidency and is doing so with the national vote. We in the ESG would like to ask the PDP governors to get their facts right and should stop crying like babies even when Emefiele has not accepted the pressure to run. Campaigns calling on Dr. Emefiele has nothing to do with the CBN governor or the CBN funds. These are merely voluntary groups like us that have no connection with the CBN governor. We know that the governors are already scared that Dr. Emefiele will give them a good run for their money if he decides to heed our call and contest, which is why they have switched into panic mode and are looking for a way to scare him from joining the race. They should, however, know that we have their dossier. We know what they do with their local governments and state allocations. We know what they do with monies meant for small-scale businesses in their states. It is quite sad that the CBN governor, who has shown nothing but goodwill by initiating and advancing bailout funds to help them pay salaries and improve productivity where they have failed to do so, is now a subject of their smear attacks just to discourage him from entering the race. They have been having sleepless nights since they heard of our clamor for Dr. Emefiele to join the race. Emefiele expectedly has now become a political nightmare to PDP, even when he's not yet in the race. Knowing the capacity of the CBN governor, being the party to have discovered him, they should then be ready for a humiliating defeat should he decide to run for presidency. Thank you.
The youth, the leaders of tomorrow. Youth. She's saying that the PDP governors or the governors are afraid of the central bank governor because the central bank governor have the dossier on the state governors, how they are stealing the local government money. So they should not tempt him. They should not try him. If he decides to be president, they should keep their mouth shut, coming from the mouth of a youth, our youth. Give them the right money, they will say anything. That's what some of you don't know. And I've actually learned never to be emotionally too attached to them, though I can't really save myself, but I'm managing. Nigeria youth. All these old people don't want to go. They Nigeria youth. Give them small money. They will disown their fathers. They will tear clothes on their mothers. They will swear on the life of their children. that they will deal with you if you don't believe what they are telling you. Just give them some more money. Oh, if you not give them money enough to buy a car, ha 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 ha. Oh boy, now vampire. But when they spend the money, nobody gives them the money again. They will turn to activists. Chebi, at least you saw them on TV now when they are promoting this person, promoting that person, shouting and fighting. We the youth, we will never, we would not. When the money is still coming, give them a car. Let them sleep in presidential suits in any hotel, in any city in Nigeria for a few nights. Put them on private jets. Let them sit with you in a private jet and fly them above here and there. Oh boy, even when they start talking about you, even you see all this Peter Obi, Thiefnubu, and everywhere, Saraki, and the rest of them. When you see those who are closer to them, who don't chop there, go. Even Thiefnubu will be like, hey, now me you describe like this, so hey, thank you, Fatai. Thank you. I don't know, since so Abil. Some of them would describe Bukola Saraki. And some of you will begin to, if you are from Kwara State, you begin to ask yourself, wait, which Saraki? Is that not the same Saraki? Saraki. Saraki Timomo. They don't pay them. They will say anything. They will do anything. They will go on TV. They will disgrace their family. It depends on the size of the money. When the money is no longer coming, or the people they like are no longer in favor, then they will say, oh boy, what will we go do now? More will turn to activists. They will suddenly turn to activists, human rights activists. Say, you see this country? Nigerians don't understand that the shape of the system is a bender that we have to come there and say, that's a young person that should be in power. Look at these young people. That guy. You don't know, say now hunger push everybody to become a vuvuzela. And a person will do vuvuzela, buy car or get car gifts in Nigeria. Mostly they become activists. Go and check the book. If I'm lying, I stand to be corrected. You know them. Activists, political activists that turn to human rights activists. They will swing here, they will swing there. They are neither here, they are neither there. Because anybody will come, just pay the right money. They will justify it. And when they get to some level, they begin to see themselves as possible public office holders. Because they've paid their dues. And they start talking on TV, talking jargons, nonsense for one Nigeria. So I wouldn't bother if they are not making it difficult for us to tell the people the truth that Nigeria is like a shit. You know, Igbe. You know what I mean? That a very, 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 very cunning, manipulative, and bullish salesman continue to sell to you. You don't need it, but they continue to sell it to you. I don't want this. I don't want this kind of a country. I want to be safe. I want my children to be safe. I want my business to survive. I don't like this hostility. I don't want this Nigeria. Shut up your mouth. Take. Pay. Try this one. Try this Nigeria. Try this one. So I don't want it. I don't want it. I just take every for 4 years. No, I don't want. You want me to slap you? Take. That's what they are doing to you every for 4 years. You don't want it, but they continue to force it into you and say, take. Say, but I don't like it. It's like this. Say, no. Look. Turn it around a bit. Can you see that paint? Can you see the paint? Hey, that's the new thing. That's the new thing coming. It's different. Take. Nigeria is different now. Take. You found out that you just continue to be played. And these people makes it hard. And they use religion. For somebody we talk, say, the reason why in that same one Nigeria, the reason why the Igbos, that they will never lead Nigeria was because Shena Amadu Bello Abina Tafawa Balewa, he said, caused the Igbos. Pastor Tunde Bakare. God said, which Lord? God told me, which God? And they lied unprovoked. That's one thing as well. They lie unprovoked because they know their audience. And unfortunately, their audience are the victim of the system that Tunde Bakare belonged to. So when the system bullied them, make them poorer or threaten their source of income, anything at all, their job, their family, their livelihood or anything, they found solace in the house of God, where businessmen like Tunde Bakare is always in the waiting. From history, they say when the Kaduna Nzegu or Kaduna Nzegu led coup, the soldiers who killed the Sadauno, I think that is Amadu Bello, they said they came into his apartment, into his house, around the 3 a.m. when everyone was sleeping. That was what the history said. But when it got to Tunde Bakare, Baba changed the story. Can't give himself glory because he don't lift the cause. He don't lift the cause on the Igbos. I don't like that. That's manipulative. That is just the other part of what the likes of Thiefnubu are doing, using your tribe, your ethnic, and all of that to continue to make you feel like they are like you. I'm like you. I don't like that. I don't like people who do that, unfortunately, because they are not honest. And it's so unfortunate that, or let me say, it is so sad. There are people who they lie to, pretend not to see them. How many of you remember this? 3 a.m. in the night. But when Tunde Bakare wants to explain it, he said, the soldiers, they went into Amadu Bello's house and they took his lawani, what do they call her? They took his bedsheet off his head, which is haram, to take the bedsheet off the head of a leader like that. And he was lying to educated people, and they were listening to him. Nobody said, Akika, Befun, Oya, Emma Tekpolo, Pastor. You know, nobody rose up. Bakare, for like 7 hours or 17 hours. He lied, but there are implications for those things. That's the saddest part too. She person where they bed, they sleep 3 a.m. go get in bed sheet for head. Not be for out for honor and what have you, you know? Which kind of lie be this? Lies that can make people think Yorubas actually see this person as responsible. Many of us don't see this person as responsible, no matter what it looks like to you. To many of us, no matter how old Pastor Bakare is just a charlatan who can read the Bible.
You know what happened? The day they killed Tafawa Balewa, they removed his turban, they poured wine on his head, forced him to drink, and shot him. And while he was being killed, he said, none of your tribe will ever rule Nigeria. It's not a new thing I'm saying. And I said I want to break the curse today because these Igbos were not part of those people. You cannot overgeneralize. And I went into the Bible, I showed them Genesis 49. Reuben! You are my firstborn. You will not excel. You went to my couch. You defiled my couch. You're unstable as water. But God raised Moses. Said, let Reuben live and not die. And let his men not be few. I said, on the authority of God's word, I reversed the curse of Tafawa Balewa over the Igbo generation. you will have access to the throne like any other person. Do you understand this? If you don't rise above tribal and religious, gosh, God help me. If you don't rise above it, you can't fix a nation. You can't repair the breach. You can't restore the past to dwell in.
You get what I mean? I said today, I will reverse the course. You don't generalize. It was talking to Tafawa Balewa. You know that kind Zobo. Now Zobo Tutu. That happened today. They took his turban. When they took his turban, they poured wine on him. They gave him wine to drink. And he said, he didn't say Igbo. He said, Tafawa Balewa said, none of your tribe will rule Nigeria. Where they won't die. She person won't die. They remember who won't rule Nigeria or who no won't rule Nigeria. But now guy man bobo. Because now them, now people like this wrote all those nonsense history. They are feeding people here and there. Be apologists from people who are supposed to know better. So it's like him. It's like, no, you can't generalize. It's like talking to Tafawa Balewa. Tafawa Balewa. No. You are wrong. These are not the people who killed you, who gave you wine, who took your bed sheet in the middle of the night. I'm going to reverse the course now so that they can have right to the throne. Which throne, Pastor? Our Diaspora. The same throne that God told you that you are going to inherit. In the name of God.
Take it to the mountaintop. You have never heard it before. I'm saying it to you this morning. In the scheme of things, as far as politics of Nigeria is concerned, President Muhammadu Buhari is number 15, and yours sincerely, I'm number 16. I've never said that to you before. I never said that to you before. I make it plain this morning. I let you know it this morning. Nothing can change it. In the name of Jesus, he is number 15. I am number 16. To this end was I born, and for this purpose came I into the world. I prepared you for this for more than 30 years. That's why if he wants to run in 2019, I do not oppose. He's still number 15. It's when he steps out that I step in. His assignment is that of Moses to take Nigeria to River Jordan, but he can't cross it. It would take a Joshua to go to the other side and begin to distribute resources to the people of this nation.
Joshua, take us through to the River Jordan. What's it concern me with River Jordan? What's my business with River Jordan? I'm a Yoruba man from Ijebu. All the rivers I know, they are in Ijebu, and some of them cut across to Ekpe, and then they go to Lagos. What's it concern me with River Jordan? Joshua, thank you. But Joshua, don't change course. Now Joshua is now considering, he said he's considering, maybe he should do it or he should just let all of you suffer. Maybe you should listen to God and as number 16. So he's running. Just in case any of you see his poster anywhere. Now God, now God call him. Amen. Amen. Do you see the crowd? Hey, Jesus, in the name of Jesus, take it onto the mountain. Take onto the mountain top and say it to the world. God said. And then they won't ask him later and say, Baba, what's happened? This not look like, say, you go be number 16. No. People will still ask, the people were still there today listening to him. So it's quite insulting, seriously. So going forward, we have our own ready-made and ordained, God-ordained mission, and which is to bring all Yorubas into an agreement that Elijah. They've criminalized it. They try to even kill as many people as they killed us. They decided to run us out of town, and they want to keep us shut down. It is not always going to be in their favor. And so far, so good. The horde is in our favor. So many of you have seen this video. To my friends who don't understand the Yoruba, I would ask some of my friends who are watching right now to help me do some short summary, kind of explanation in the comments for those who don't understand Yoruba. Many of you have seen it. It's good for us to see this because we contributed as well to this. Oloye Sunday Igboho.
A lawyer, and then your father is around. Then the president is already released you. Money, Are you sure? Now let me see the document. Money, I don't understand French. Maybe you can call somebody for me.
Go come and interpret it.
Only no problem. My friends, can you possible only Doba benefit? Only one so for me to get away. At lawyer and come be motor to Dawa on bank and Molly. Dawa. More way, I be more la. Hello, lawyer. Lawyer said, I'm in where what? Lawyer name more work or do Madame Martin. I be money.
I want you one day.
I think my boy, I'm going to what time. Hey, what the full I want to party to give me to. Allah is a part of below. Maybe you go. Babumiga, Madame Way, in Bati, all about Valley of and it that be more dupelo book. I want to celebrate about Talon, but all on the back and yet, book way, book, I want that dog, Pata Sidada. Oh, feedback and Bocano only can relax. I offer investigate me. I offer more a setimo senilu bena. Count to Moncada also. As soon as I have women, even later, as a women in lesser, lawyer and women running, almost women prison, and send one day for a ballet. A body president very for me, I won't call Colantin Wamikiri. Over Yami Jenny, alone in Batitalogy, alone in a president, on a pomme, on a bank and a gecko, and alone to Bati or Bassi, the day to day, Babami, Teba the airport, Timonsi, Otuan build the airport, Kalawa, Baba. President Talon won't build the airport, Kalawa, but him working here on television, Babami. Won't build Toba airport near Africa, over the number one. Every airport, it's one of Jomo or Lama Bisapamos. Beba airport, it's one of the Tojo Babere, what we do see. And anytime, never would new airport in the way. And near Lodi, the airport, you want to find being coming, and it was more of fine time. Believe me, Monga. It's one build once number one of what Africa. Book down hotel, about program mine. Baba mi be ene ti wa bi to jo meta so gbogbo emo Yoruba e mo ba mi dupe
bi mama compete pẹ̀lú Paris
Ọlọ́run oni ko to fẹ́ bá benede àwọn kò ní tẹ́ bá dé bí tó bá kúrò nbe na tó bá dé Paris o mo gbe àbí mi tí kò ní benene bí tó fẹ́ bá dé so gbogbo emo mo mi baba mi mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín mo dúpẹ́ gidi gan mo de fẹ́ kẹ́ fọkàn yín balẹ̀ èmi no mo yín Sunday Igboho ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ní bi tre mi de dalẹ̀ èmi re ẹ mo do mo se e gele sọ̀rọ̀ ara re oya ẹ wọ́n lọ́wọ́ ẹ mo ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin ni ọmọ mi Òṣùpá ó ní asẹ̀sẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kílẹ̀ tí rí a sì máa gòkè sí torí bí igi ìgala ìta wa ó fọ́ ọjọ́ pé tààlà àtàkù ọba kú láti bí dédò àtàkùn dádó Yorùbá máa dúró àlùbáríkà tó lọ kulẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ Yorùbá bọ́ lóko ẹrú àbọ̀nù wàhálà Fúlàní pátápátá ó kọ ẹrú Yorùbá wà bí wọ́n pa wá àgbọ̀dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ bọ́jí wa gbé àgbọ̀dọ̀ dún kí ni mo ṣe mo ní pípa tẹ́ ń pa wá yìí ó ti pọ̀ jù jíjí pé tẹ̀ di wa gbé ipò ẹ̀ ń ba dúkìá wa jẹ́ ní ohun tí mo sọ nìyẹn.
ẹni bá lọ fẹjọ́ sùn lágọ̀ọ́
ọlọ́pàá tó ti mọ́lé kí ni a ṣe fún yín tó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ a ṣe ń gbẹ́ra wa ní wọ́n Nàìjíríà kí ni wọ́n ń pa wá fún ọ̀tàn àwọn tẹ̀lé fẹ́ pa mí fún nìyẹn kí ni mo ṣe wọn pa yẹ mi ò jalè mi ò ṣe nǹkan so mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá mi mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá káàkiri àgbáyé pátá dìlọ ẹni jábọ́ láéláé Ọlọ́run ní bá yín kò ní tọmọ ẹkùsẹ́ ẹni gbàgbé Yorùbá ò ní gbàgbé láéláé mo wá fi yín mo fi kí gbọ́ àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà wípé náà bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bọ̀t Ọlọ́run bá lọ́ba tó ní dáadáa lè ṣàdéhùn pé bí ń ṣe rè ṣùgbọ́n tọ́lọ́run bá ṣe bá ṣe fẹ́ ó kọ́ yín náà wà nù wẹ̀ tán lórí sítórì nígbà tí àwọn bàbá wa yìí tọ́lọ́run bá jà fún wọn débi tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbé wa dé ó kọ́ yín wà nù sórí ìtàn Sunday Igboho ó wà nù ìtàn Yorùbá ó ti wà ń bẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́dì kò ní bá àlìyọ́ ó ti wà ń bẹ̀ Ibrahim Salami lọ́yà Igboho ni ó ń bẹ̀ èyí ò ṣe parẹ́ nígbà tí Igboho dìde níjọ́ kìnìún àná o tí wọ́n bùsọ̀ ń bẹ̀ náà o tí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wá ṣe dáadáa tí wọ́n gbé fún àwọn òkòkò ìjọba Nàìjíríà ńgbà náà àwọn lọ́yà tó tájú tó já kíkanjú ní akíkanjú wájú adájọ́ o.
Professor tó mú
gbogbo pátá mo fi kí gbogbo àwọn lọ́yà yòókù àtàwọn lọ́yà tó bẹ̀ morúkọ wọn Fálọlá Raphael Tatu Atita mo fi kí wọn Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ jábọ̀ Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ jábọ̀ ní tẹ́láíláí ní kábùkù ojú ọ̀dẹ̀ ní tì gbogbo Yorùbá mo mọ̀ pé táwọn Yorùbá bá wo fídíò wọn mọ̀ bá mi tó dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín dáadáa Ọlọ́run ní bàbí jẹ́ ìlú ọmọ dá sí ni ìjọba ta lóò ní parẹ́ ìjọba rẹ̀ ó sì mọ̀ dá sí ni àlùbáríkà àwọn tó lọ́n kulẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ àlùbáríkà yẹ pé ìdùnnú ní oṣù kẹta ọjọ́ kẹta tí mo rí ìwé ayọ̀ pé mo lọ lé rẹ̀ lọ bá àwọn fámìlì rẹ̀ ìdùnnú ọjọ́ náà inú mi nìkan kọ́ ló dùn inú gbogbo Yorùbá àgbáyé ló dùn káàkiri ayé Ọlọ́run kò ní ba talọ́ àtẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ wà lábẹ́rẹ́ Ọlọ́run ní bá yín jẹ́ ní ìṣẹ́jú kan talọ́ àtàwọn tí ń ṣèjọba lábẹ́rẹ́ Ọlọ́run kò ní bá yín jẹ́ ìṣẹ́jú kan ẹ mọ̀ dá sí ni ṣùgbọ́n ẹ mọ̀mọ́ mi bàbá mi tẹ̀ jẹ́ Yorùbá àti Yorùbá bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kẹ́ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ relax ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ òní ọjọ́ dúpẹ́ ni kì í ṣe pé a fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ èyí tí n bá sọ tó bá fẹ́ di pé ẹgbà mi lẹ́nu ẹ̀yin lẹ́nu mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ ṣe mo pé mo dúpẹ́ ni ṣùgbọ́n mo ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé Ọlọ́run bá tọ́ láyé tọ́ lọ́run yóò yọ bókù ló pẹ̀lú láìpẹ́ yìí a sì Ọlọ́run gba Yorùbá la àlùbáríkà bàbá mi tó jókòó tèmi gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bàbá ẹ mọ̀ dáwọn yẹn lọ́wọ́ gba bàbá kí tó yẹ kò tí gbàgbó jáde inú ẹ̀wọ̀n ni gbogbo today is 7 of April 2022 inú ilé la wà tá à ń gbádùn èyí lọ́ọ̀yà mi ẹ mọ̀ dáwọn wúruwúru yẹn lóhùn ẹ mọ̀ bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Talon ọ̀tàn gbogbo àwọn yẹn gbogbo àwọn tó ń bá wù kán sọ ń pa bàbá káwọn náà bọ́ ta kán wá ẹwọ gbà tí bàbá yìí ti wà ń bí bàbá ní tí wọn bá fi Sunday lòun ní kó lu yìí mọ̀ ń bọ̀ ń bàdẹ ọmọ òríjìnà ọmọ Ọ̀yọ́ ni mi là ní mo kọ yìí ilé bàbá ọmọ lẹ́rù wọ́n ń bọ̀ nílé láìpẹ́ yìí ni mo ń bọ̀ sí mo ń bọ̀ nulẹ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ẹmọ fòyà kò sí nǹkan kan tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹnìkan kan ò ní dẹ́rù bẹ́ nìkan iṣẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ ìjọba Nàìjíríà mi kọjá yìí mi ilé ẹjọ́ sì ti dá láre ní Nàìjíríà wà ń bẹ̀ náà mo ń bọ̀ ń bẹ̀ yàtọ̀ fún tibí mo tún ti gbàdájọ́ Nàìjíríà owó mi tí Nàìjíríà sì jẹ mi ẹ̀sán 20 billion ni ẹ̀sán owó mi ẹ̀sán ẹ̀nìsàn kí ni ẹ̀sán 20 billion mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ègùn tó wà nílùú Benin pátápátá.
They were wonderful.
Mo dúpẹ́ kí gbogbo ọba Benin pátápátá káàkiri gbogbo ọba tí ń bẹ́lẹ̀ Benin mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yẹn àtọ́ba Yorùbá àtọ́ba ègùn mo dúpẹ́ torí mo dúpẹ́ gbogbo ilẹ̀ dìde sọ̀rọ̀ mi kì í dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ mi lẹ̀ dìde sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá lẹ̀ dìde sí Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ iná ń tẹ̀ mọ́ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yẹn gidigidi gan mo dúpẹ́ ọjọ́ dúpẹ́ lè ní èyí tó padà dúpẹ́ o nígbà tí n bá dénú ilé ọ̀dọ̀ mi tí n bá dé Ìbàdàn màá dúpẹ́ dáadáa tẹ́ẹ̀rì mi wò bí ìran mọ́ mi kàn màá tún dúpẹ́ yẹn dú bọ̀ kí n tó kó n bẹ́ẹ̀ náà mo gbọ́dọ̀ dúpẹ́ ìdúpẹ́ pé mo wà ń bẹ̀ náà ni mo ń dú lọ́wọ́ yìí torí pé tí n bá dúpẹ́ ní ọwọ́ President Talon àti gbogbo ọmọ Benin bí ìgbà tí mo yà láìmoore ni so mo gbọ́dọ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín Ọlọ́run ní bàlú yín jẹ́ Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ní dójú tì yín ebí mi lẹ tọ́jú yìí Ìbàdàn gan mi ò fáyìn tó báyìí gan ẹ tọ́jú mi pọ̀ Ọlọ́run bá tọ́jú yín Ọlọ́run bá tọ́jú yín ojú òní tì yín ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ ẹ ṣé gan ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá Ìgbòho ti dúpọ́ Yorùbá ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ mọ́ dákẹ́ àdúrà Ìgbòho ti dé padà Ayade ti bẹ́lẹ̀ ọbẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ni kò sí pé
Igboho
nǹkan
is back.
Igboho don back. So inú mi dùn mo ṣe. Mo rí i pé ọkùnrin níta lọ mo rí i pé ìjọba tí ó ń tẹ̀lé òfin ni torí pé ó lójú.
Thank you very much. Sorry, my friends who don't understand Yoruba. I bet some other people helped us out during the the broadcast there. So Igboho was just sending thank you message to everyone who actually helped. Many people he said he couldn't really thank. Many of us he would never be able to mention by name. That came around for him, all the lawyers, all everybody. So he was just full of thanks. And he's, repeatedly thanking the president of Benin Republic, for the kind of the support, the protection, and then the welfare they gave to him when he was in their custody until his release. Even till now, the level of protection and support is just thankful and thanking everybody. That's why he said it is not yet time, right, to start firing. Is just want to say thank you to everybody, but you should all be happy and then get ready because Igboho is back. Some people said that when Igboho said, I am going to be in my house in Ibadan. I'm going to make a proper video in my house in Ibadan. For now, I've been advised not to make much and too much of a video for now, but I couldn't just hold back without saying thank you to all of you. Until I get to Ibadan, he continued to say thank you in that video. So that is what that is. And behind the scene, also on Mayegun's Diary Politico, we have been playing a very, very, very crucial role, especially of late, when it comes to this issue of Yoruba Nation, Oloye Sunday Igboho, and the persecutionists, Nigeria, DSS and Nigeria, and, even doing so well. In the last 6 weeks, we started a fundraiser where we have actually raised over 30,000 pounds right now. And then we've also spent nearly 20,000 pounds, which you can put all together around 13 million naira. So the last money we spent was when we had to make a lump payment of 3 million plus 1.8 million, making it a 4.8 million. And then we also pick the welfare pack, the welfare of Alano and Deputy Alano and every other of the activities for this April. So we've spent so much. However, there's so much others that I haven't told. Well, not so much. There are some others that I haven't told you because until they are mature, I can't tell you what we did on that. So we have some reports that we are expecting to be brought back to us. Some of this, now that we've decided that we should channel our money into something more, more physical now, like publicity, awareness, and stuffs like that. So there is this token investment I have made on your behalf. This investment is to help us get an evidential report of the damages of a Fulani terrorist in Yoruba land, the underdevelopment of Yoruba land, not just the Fulani terrorist damages in Yoruba land, including the political damages in Yoruba land. So all these things are going to be presented to us soon, and I'm going to present them to you. It is also part of this project, talking about gathering information, gathering data that we can work with, data that can guide us into areas where we can really be useful. Not just useful, like really be effective. So I'm working on that and I'm committing some funds to that. Okay. Another one is that we said something about testing the water by putting up a mountain giant billboards telling the Yorubas that Yoruba nation is coming. Leave a message that will probably continue to ring in the minds of those who come across those billboards. So as I'm talking to you right now, I have discussed this with Deputy Alano. And I'm working with other people behind the scene. So we're going to do that before the end of this week. So if you are watching me from Lagos, if you are watching me from any part of Yoruba land, you are likely going to come across these messages soon. Proudly sponsored by the Yorubas in Diaspora. That is what we call the Diaspora for Justice. So you will come across them. As they are putting together different campaigns, as they are putting up a different distraction for their 2023, it is ideal and advised that we should also leave some messages for our people right there in Yoruba land. So I'm working on that. And like I said, before the end of the week, you will begin to see that on the main road in Yoruba land, telling every Yoruba to get ready. Referendum, not election. Yoruba land is not safe, but they are not talking about it. Yoruba land is not, the Yorubas and the young Yorubas are poorer, but they are not talking about it. They want 2023. You can choose what you want. Choose Yoruba nation. Tell your neighbor, tell your children, tell your family, tell your colleagues. Discuss this. Your future is in your hands. All these kind of quote writings will be, you start spotting them in Yoruba land. We'll do that for a month. We will pay for a month. If we see the effect of that well delivered, we'll take our data from that, the reaction and every other thing. After that, we will launch a multiple publicity as politicians are putting their posters on different billboards, on different highways in Yoruba land. We will mount giant billboards across the highways in Yoruba land, all the Yoruba cities. And by the end of 2022, if we sustain this, I plan that we would have more than 1,000 billboards scattered all over Yoruba land, asking people to get ready. Community from community to communities, from classroom to classrooms, from offices to offices, from every home to another home. Discuss the possibility, the marginalization of the Yorubas in the Nigeria projects. Demand and join the self-determination campaign, because Yoruba deserves better. So I'm calling on you to let you know that I'm going to take that action this week from our money. And if you come across them, I am planning that we should go for 4 first. We have one at Baga in Lagos. We have one at Shagamu Interchange. We have another one at Iwo Road in Ibadan. For everybody traveling down to Oyo, Ogbomoso, Ilorin, they will always use the interchange in Iwo Road, Ibadan. So if it's not Iwo Road, then possibly we'll drop it at Tollgate, Ibadan. We are also going to put one on Shagamu, Beni, or Road. Then we'll watch this for a month. If they pull them down, we will sue their government, because this money that they are going to charge us for this publicity is going to go through their government purse. So if any government of any of these states touches our stuff after collecting money from us, that means we can start fighting them right there in their own courts. Yes, let's start fighting them from their own courts. And that is why I am telling you tonight, from what we have received, sorry, I'm not a mathematician, so I decided to just put some jotter here, right? The last time I spoke to you, I said we had about 17,000 pounds left from our first spending when we spent 7.8 million naira from our first tranche of money we paid out. Then we had a proposal for April. that we're likely going to possibly spend up to 10 million naira in this month. Then we made a lump payment that we did pay. So at the end of the day, we made a payment of about about 5.2 million naira. One of the payments includes, or the payment which includes the 3 million naira lump payment we made towards the legal issue of the Go 12. The 1.7 million naira we paid towards the welfare of Alano and Deputy Alano as we did last month. And another 500,000 naira committed to this report I'm telling you about. Although there has been others committed to it, but by the time the reports start coming in this month, I would be able to explain better to all of you. I don't want to kind of, expose the cover of those who offered to do this job for us. So I would rather just tell you that something is coming in that regard, but in what form, wait till it is delivered, okay? But it is one of those money I spent that I actually feel proud of. And many of you will be proud of it too. The data we are going to get from that, which are going to be verifiable data, reliable data, documented one, are going to help in so many ways when we are going to take up the damages done to Yoruba land or done in Yoruba land covered by the APC, Egbekegbe, Thiefnubu, and gang. These materials will become handy. Very, very handy. So, and it is quite cheap. I wouldn't say cheap, but compared to what people have kind of taken from us, this is one great investment that you all will be proud of. However, we are also going to make commitment towards this publicity. For now, I have actually made a deal. A deal I have actually compared, and I believe that is fair enough. Again, I won't say much on